What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. This is tutorial 4 and today's topic will be the immutability concept on the variable declaration of the variables or data structure, which is we are going to talk about for Rust. So Rust actually supports immutable data structure. Support means by default whenever you are or whenever you declare any variable, by default it will be set as a immutable. So what do you mean by immutable? So if I go to the next slide, variables within Rust by default are immutable. By defaulting variables to being immutable, the Rust language enforces that the developer to really think about if a variable needs to be modified in place. Immutable means once you declare a variable with some value within the program life cycle or within the execution boundary or within the function where you define your variable will remain always constant. You should not like your compiler or the Rust will not allow you to change anything for that variable. So this concept is known as immutable. And when you want to change any variable value, you need to like create some sort of mutable concept or some sort of features which will allow you to create the variable mutable. For example, Python supports mutable. Like in Python you can like declare variables or assign values multiple times. Okay, the moment you declare the variable first time, and after that whenever required you can change the values, but in Rust which is not possible. Okay, so what is the next? How to if I give you this theoretical concept, it is not going to help you. So what I'll do, I'll just create a small piece of code to make you guys understand why I'm like talking about this immutable and mutable things and what is the benefit of doing this tutorial. So as promised, I said that I already discussed in the last tutorial how to declare variable with the let keyword. Then our plan was to go with the primitive types, means what are the different data types are available for variables. But I thought kind of creating this tutorial in between immutable and mutable, so it will actually help you guys to understand in the later parts. So without wasting much time, let me open my remote desktop actually. So okay, so first thing first, we'll define the structure. Okay, now we'll define one variable, let a equals to 2, then semicolon, then we'll write print ln and then this. Okay, so if I run this thing, definitely it is going to print a. Okay, so see, 2 has been printed. Now what I'll do, I will change this thing again, a equals to 3, and I'll try to run this thing. So as I told you, Rust always like by default it is here when we created this variable, it is set as immutable. So immutable means, as I told you, your Rust compiler will not allow you to change the value within this execution cycle. Means within this method you will not get any sort of facility where you can change this value from 2 to 3. So ideally if you run this thing, it should generate an error. So what I'll do, I'll just save this thing and I'll try to execute this thing. Okay, see, it is throwing an error. Cannot assign twice immutable variable. It means once you assign the value 2, you cannot change it. Okay, so this is the sample and this is the thing, and the error we can take it from here actually. Okay, cannot assign. Okay, this is the error. Okay, now we'll talk about how to fix this thing, how to create variable in such a way that it should be mutable. Okay, because if we have only immutable variable or data types, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, doesn't make any sense means there are a lot of things why Rust is designed in such a way that it is always immutable. Again, 3 things: safe, concurrency, and speed. If you create your variable in like immutable structured way, then the concurrency, the speed and the safety, three things will be achieved together. So that is why Rust was designed in such a way that always by default the variables are treated as or created as immutable. Okay, but we'll explain this thing at the later, like once we complete all the syntax or all the tutorial part, then at the end of this course I'll explain all this hypothetical things or theoretical things about Rust, why safe, why concurrent, why secure. Because if I go ahead all those things, it will be dry theory and most of you will start losing interest about this course. So I'll keep this thing for the later part, but I'll definitely explain. For the time being, just remember one thing: why immutable? Just to achieve safe, concurrency and speed. Okay, so now how to create mutable. So how to create or declare mutable variable in Rust. Okay, to create or declare mutable variable in Rust. So I'll give you one small piece of code with the explanation, then it will be easier to help you. Okay, so let me go back to my ID. Now what we have to do, we have to just write one piece of code, let mute. Okay, means mutable. Now if I save this thing and if I run this thing, see, it's executed. Okay, it's very simple thing. Okay, so rather doing or following any theoretical part or any theoretical piece of slide, I thought of creating in this way. I hope you guys enjoying this course, and definitely you guys will like. Please feel free to send me the feedback if you guys are actually benefiting or getting some sort of benefit for this from this course or not, and if you want me to develop the structure of the content or the delivery in a different way, I'll always try to improve. Okay, so that's it guys. We have covered two very important concepts: what is immutability, how Rust is providing the immutability feature for your data types and variable. By default you don't have to do so, create immutable variable. By default, whenever you are declaring any variable, by default it will be create as a immutable at the first place. But if you want to make it a immutable, then you have to explicitly mention with this mut keyword. So this is a very simple thing but very fundamental thing. Without knowing this thing, it will be difficult to go ahead with the data types or go ahead with the understanding the building blocks of the different data types, like character, string, boolean, integer, unsigned integer, signed integer, all these things. So before that I thought of creating this tutorial, so definitely it will help you guys. So, and this is one of the very important thing for Rust. Okay, so if you are clear with your fundamentals, definitely you will learn Rust very fast. Okay, so that's it guys, that's all for today. Hope to see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, hit the like button. And for the Udemy students, thank you very much guys, thanks for choosing this course. I will come up with some other exciting contents for you in future, definitely within next 2 months. I'm working on it. So keep watching our channel, keep subscribing to our channel, and like the way you did in last year, I hope you guys will do the same thing in this year. So once again, have a good day, take care, and see you soon in the next video.